The speed at which your desire shows up in your reality depends entirely upon this secret principle that I'm going to explain to you in this video. So I encourage you to keep watching carefully this video till the end, because what I'm telling you in these videos are pure truth and really works. Before knowing about this principle, I had a weak attention that I couldn't focus on things enough to manifest. In one way, I wanted something, and the other way, I killed that desire instantly by switching my focus unconsciously to its failure and ways why it will not manifest and why it will not happen. All the time, without knowing, I was creating resistance that it became a habit that in the future would block me on manifesting my desired life. As Neville says, you can create anything by assuming something to be already true. For example, if you assume you are already rich, loved, or healthy, and you really feel that it's true, and life will mirror that back to you, and this is really true. But the question is, how long will it take for my manifestation to happen? This is the key part, how fast your manifestation will happen. It depends on how natural it feels to you to already have it. For example, if you have a phone, you don't hope you have it, you don't wish for it, you don't affirm it into existence. It just feels natural and normal that you have that phone, and you have it in your hand, and you feel something. If your desire feels as normal, as obvious as that, then you are truly assuming, and it will become fact very quickly. But here is the thing why it doesn't manifest, and why and what are you doing wrong. There is a real connection between how quickly your desire shows up in your reality and how natural it feels to already have or be what you want. And how quickly your desire shows up in your real life depends entirely on how natural it feels. If it feels natural, it comes fast. But if it feels unnatural, it will come slow or doesn't come at all. Because it is blocked by you, not because of some circumstances or something on the outside, but by you yourself. Let's say you want to become a public speaker. You can visualize, affirm, and desire it every day. But if deep down inside you it feels unnatural to you, because there is something that you doubt, or because you see yourself as shy, insecure, or unworthy for this profession, then it will be hard for that desire to become real in your life. Neville says, the feeling of unnaturalness is a secret of failure. This means that you are imagining something like being successful, public speaker, or businessman, but you are feeling something else like fear, unworthiness, doubt, and this is one thing that is creating resistance within you. And after the meditation, you feel unfulfilled. No matter how much effort you put into visualizing or affirming, if it still feels unnatural to be the person you want to become, the law won't work for you. You can say all the right affirmations, but still not see results because you don't feel them to be real. For example, you want a better job, and you do all the techniques like imagine it, write it down, feel grateful, but it still doesn't feel like something that could really happen to you. Deep inside you, you say, I'm not enough, I'm not qualified, that's too good for me, or people like me are not worthy for that. That inner resistance will block your desire from becoming real. You're imagining yourself being rich, confident, loved, successful, or whatever your desire is. But deep down inside you, it doesn't feel real. It feels like you're pretending. It feels like it's not really you. And that's the real reason your manifestation isn't working. Even if you really want something, even if you think about it all the time, even if you affirm and visualize it daily, it will not be enough if immediately after it, you return back to your old state and old natural habits, and if the state you want to live in still feels unnatural to you. The question is why this happens. It happens because your inner state always creates your outer world. And if your inner state is saying, this is not me, the outside world cannot reflect it back to you. This is just like the phrases, you die in your sins. That means if you stay stuck in your current mindset, then you stay at your current level. You don't rise to the higher version of yourself. And the consciousness has nothing to reflect back to you but your current level and your current state. If you don't rise into the new version of yourself, if you don't assume and feel yourself to be already transformed, then you stay exactly as you are. You remain stuck in your current level of thinking and being. You stay in your sin, which means you stay in the belief that you are not yet what you want to be. And it means living in separation from your desire and seeing yourself as less than the person you want to become. So instead of rising to the level of your desire, you remain trapped in the old state, not because you lack power, but because you haven't changed your inner feeling. But now you need to change that, knowing that the outside world only reflects your inner feeling of identity, of how you see yourself and how others see you. That will reflect back to you, but this time on the outer world, the real physical world. What you can do to change it and make it feel natural is this. The secret lies in one word, and that word is imagination. You have to use your imagination so deeply and consistently that your new state of consciousness, your desire, begins to feel natural and normal to you. Neville gives a simple example and a wonderful example when he says, imagine you are chained to a heavy iron bench. You physically can't run, but with your imagination, you can see and feel yourself running freely. While you're imagining this, you forget you are chained, and for a moment, running feels real. In that moment, you have achieved the feeling of naturalness. Your body is still stuck, but your mind is free, and that's where creation begins. So the real work is in making the new state feel natural, as if it's already yours and has always been yours. This is how to apply this. You start small, if needed. Imagine things that are easier to believe and build your senses of I can have this, without doubt and resistance. And now use repetition. The more you imagine a scene where you are already living your desire, the more natural it begins to feel. Now switch to living from it, not toward it. Don't keep desiring the new state. Instead, assume it and imagine it's already done. And the best way for your new assumptions to take place is to let go of your old beliefs. You don't need to fight old beliefs. You just keep replacing them with new, better ones through the use of your imagination. If you want your desire to show up faster, don't focus on when will it happen. Instead, focus on feeling like it's already yours, making it feel natural, and imagining it so clearly and so often that your mind accepts it as reality. In the beginning it will be a little bit hard, but after some time of practice, it will be very easy. The point is to also build conviction that even when you are not trying too hard to visualize and imagine, you will easily reach the feeling and naturalness of your desire. Feeling it will make it stronger and more natural, but don't try too hard to feel it. If you have a phone in your hand, you don't try too hard to feel it. It just feels as a phone, and feel the glass and the metals fitting in your hand. So you already possess it. So the essence of this teaching is what you want in your life will never be as a result of luck, too much effort or time, but it is entirely as a result of how real and how natural it feels to you inside. The more natural it feels to already be what you want to be, the faster it will become a fact in your life, and you will be compelled to move through the circumstances and the bridge of life incidents in order to reach the end result or the wish that you want to have in your life. That's why Neville says, if your desire feels unnatural to you, that's why it's not happening. You must feel at home in your new state. Feel that it belongs to you, that it's a part of who you are. That's the secret to rising out of your current state into the new one you truly want. Your inner feeling is your reality, and until you feel different inside, nothing will change outside. Once you do this, everything, but everything must change. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and see you in another amazing video. We will be posting new life-changing teaching every day, and we'll try to cover everything one by one. Stay tuned.